I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be a little different because of COVID-19. Sherri and I are practicing our social distancing, so we planned on doing this video together, but because of it, we can't. So we're doing it separate, and we're gonna mesh the videos together. And today we're doing Easter art. How fun, right? So something to do at home if you are self-quarantining, isolating, if you're just bored, if you want to do something with your kids, grandkids, yourself, what have you. I've already done mine. I'm feeling like I should have done a trial run first. But it was a lot of fun, regardless if it looks like a train wreck. So you'll just have to watch the video to see what I did, what Sherri did. I even put on my fancy leggings for you guys. Being at home, you don't want to get dressed up. What's the point? So I put my fancy pants on for you guys today. And I hope you guys are staying safe, you're practicing social distancing, you're washing your hands for at least 20 seconds minimum. If you're an essential worker, thank you for helping us get through this. From janitors to health workers, to everybody that's at the grocery store stocking, our truck drivers that are delivering the items, our farmers that are producing the food for us to eat. Thank you, and let's all get through this. We're gonna get through this, guys, and we're gonna get through it. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. A little unconventional, but it's unconventional times. So enjoy. I'm rambling. But yeah, enjoy, guys, and have a lovely Easter. I know it's not going to be the same, but you're alive, you're well, and that's what matters. Now, please don't make fun of me for my artwork. Bye, guys, and thank you for watching. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, so my little canvas with the puff paint is dry. It took like 24 hours, so here we are. And we are about to take this paint that I got off Amazon, an acrylic all-purpose paint, and we are going to fill these eggs with the paint. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh. And yeah, I know. I've been saving these eggs after breakfast. So they are all dried out. They have their little holes in them. And we're going to fill them up with paints. Hey guys, welcome back to the Flawless Beauties channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video because today we are going to be painting an Easter bunny. Easter's coming up. Look at this. I got these huge Easter bunny ears on right now. We are going to paint an Easter bunny, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step so you can have a little fun during your quarantine season of Easter. So let's go ahead and get started and let's have some fun, guys. Okay guys, so before we begin, we need a canvas. I have a canvas holder as well, but you don't need a canvas holder if you like to lay it down flat on some newspaper. That will work as well. Of course, we're going to need a clean cup of water, and we are going to stick our paintbrushes in here. Now, I have a whole bunch of different variety of sizes. You can see I have a big one right here. We got the big old sponge. I have a whole bunch. Really, you just need probably one big and one small one. But I have a whole bunch of different varieties, so we're just going to go ahead and stick those in the water to get them nice and softened so we can get our paints. And next, of course, you're going to need paints. So I have a variety of acrylic paints back here. I have several more, but I'm just going to work with some of these today. If you would like, you could use a paper plate to work with your paints on, or you can use this nifty paint holder right here. So that's what I'm going to use to put my paints on before I lay them on the canvas. So I'm going to get started with my biggest brush. I have this just a sponge brush right here that I am going to use. I am going to go ahead and take this color blue, and I'm going to put some in my canvas right here. And I haven't even opened that one yet. Look at that. And I'm going to put quite a bit of squirts on here and add a little bit of just pure white. I am going to paint the whole thing, or most of the whole thing, blue. So we're going to start off with the sky for the bunny. So it looks like that, mostly blue, just a tad of white, and I am going to go ahead and mix them. Just so we have a nice pretty sky color, not too dark, not too light. And I am going to cover most of the canvas with this. I'm going to start at the top here, guys, and I am going to end about 3 or, well, maybe like 2 to 3 inches. So go ahead and cover all of this blue side to side. If your canvas has sides, make sure to cover those sides as well so it looks pretty when you hang it. We are going to go ahead, we got the blue on, and some parts might look a little less blue than others. That's okay. The paint doesn't have to be on super thick. The paint can go on a little thinner at some areas. We are going to put clouds in the sky towards the end.
so it's okay to leave it a little more sheer. Alright, so we are going to go ahead with this green color right here that I have out, and we are going to fill in the remainder part of the white right down here. Just go ahead and fill it in. Again, it doesn't have to be super, I think we got a visitor, I think we got a cat. It doesn't have to be super thick. Just lay it on there, and we're going to fill in that white right there. Okay, so we have filled in the bottom with the green. Yes, your hands will get covered. I have a towel rag over here, which really helps in case you get your hands dirty. We filled in the green at the bottom. It does not have to be perfectly straight. Think of it as rolling hills in the back. If you want it to be straight, good. It doesn't really matter either way as long as you get that green on there. And so now I'm going to take this green, which is slightly darker than the green we used before, and I am going to use this kind of fat but thin bristle brush, and we are going to kind of like paint in some depth into the into the grass. So just take a little bit on your brush, just a little bit at a time. It's better to go very soft than to overdo it. So we're just gonna kind of paint, in there a little bit, just adding some depth where you think that needs it. And they don't really have to be straight lines, especially with movement of the sky or the grass. They really have movement, so don't worry about doing straight lines. I wouldn't do crazy lines, but if they're curved, I wouldn't be writing your name or anything. It just kind of looks like it's moving, just like that. So we're just going to fill it in until we like it with a little bit of depth, and then we're going to let it completely dry. Okay, now that our painting is all dry for the background, and I have put my movement in the rolling greens right there, I have picked out two different kinds of bunny colors. This one is called Sand, which is kind of like a light, kind of beigeish white. And then I got this Burnt Umber, which is like a brown. So first we are going to create the first bunny with this lighter beige color. And the way I had put my rolling greens in, I'm going to go ahead and put my first bunny up here. Because it makes more sense, because this would be closer to us than say like over here or over here. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to take a smaller brush like this. Since our bunnies kind of be relatively small, I'm going to put a few bunnies in. And we are going to start out by making an oval circular body. Remember, it doesn't have to be super perfect, because when you go in and fluff it up with other colors to add some depth and things, it all kind of changes perspective. So don't necessarily worry about it, but the biggest part we want to make sure is this body part down here, this circle, this oval, is going to be larger than the head. You can make a fat bunny if you want to, a skinny bunny, whatever. You can always go in with a smaller brush and clean up as well too. Okay, so we got the body down right there. And then we are going to do a round piece of the head. Kind of looks like a snowman a little bit, the way it's going, huh? So we are going to, and I'm probably going to use a couple of coats on this to kind of cover up the green. You want to make sure all the green is covered. Gonna make the head just a tad bit larger. And then you want to go ahead and swipe up relatively tall for the first ear. Along with the second. So we're just giving them bunny ear antennas. Okay? Alright, and we're going to pause for a second, and I am going to let mine dry, and I'm going to fill the bunny in just a little bit more, just so all the green is covered.
Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you shake the paint and everything beforehand. We're just going to fill the egg up maybe about halfway. And we're going to do one of each color. So we have 6 colors total. I got 2 extra eggs just in case. And you can use any color you want. We're just doing these ones, and that should be fun. And we are actually going to throw these paint-filled eggs at our canvas. So hopefully I have good aim. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, let's try this. And I think I'm gonna do underhand. So we're gonna start with the purple first. We got a small target. Oh, well, it went on there. And pink. Oh my god, that went right over. I don't have good aim. Let's see, green. I'm glad I cracked extra eggs. Fucking right over. Sorry, not trying to cuss. We're just gonna do a little more like that. So if you have bad aim, you might want to get closer. Did I crack them all? I think I got that in my hair. Okay, we got the yellow one still. And the egg is sticking in the carton. There it goes. Okay. So yellow. Okay. We're gonna add a little. We got 2 extra eggs. We're gonna do it. This is a hot mess, isn't it? Hot mess. That's okay. It's fun, right? That's what it's about. It's about fun. There we go. That was a good one. as that dries, we'll see how it goes. But that was kind of fun. So there's what we're looking like. A hot splattered mess. And I wish I had more eggs because I would throw more. So if you decide to do this, you might want to do some more eggs.
So now that we have the bunny filled in, the bunny is all filled in with the light beige color, we're going to go ahead and take that brown with a tiny detailer brush, and we are just going to lightly kind of outline where the bunny's shape is to give it more depth and color. And again, it doesn't have to be straight lines or perfect. We just want to show the bunny doesn't look like a solid peep, because right now she's looking like a peep, isn't she? And I'm not putting the brown on super thick. That's a little thick right there. And if you do get the color a little darker than you want, all you have to do to fix that is put a little water on your brush. Make sure your water, where your paintbrush is not colored in a completely different color. Just make sure it's clean water. And you can put the watered brush on and it will lighten up the color. So there we go. So we're just kind of outlining the bunny. It doesn't have to be all the way around. I did mine all the way around, but we're going to add to in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to put a little tail on her, and I will explain it when I come back, guys. Okay, guys, you can see we got our bunny right here. I'll lift it up a little closer so y'all can see. It definitely has a lot more depth. I went ahead and put a little darker around the ears, a little hint of pink like a bunny does, and I took some of the shade that we used for the bunny plus a little white, dabbed my brush in there, and just dab, made that little cottontail. So just paint it to how you like it. If you want a full brown bunny, if you just wanted just the beige color, you can. I just like to add a little depth into mine so it looks a little more realistic. So what we are going to do now is we're just going to take the straight dark brown that we were using earlier, right here, and we are going to place little tiny bunnies, a little bunny family right here. Just a couple. You can do about 3 or 4. We'll see how many we want to do over here, so it's more in the distance from where the bunny is sitting on the rolling greens. And they're just going to be tiny, minuscule little circles with the little head and the little ears. So think about a third of the bunny size. Okay, let me go ahead and get started on that, and then we will be right back. Okay, so we finally got our little brown bunnies, I call them my chocolate bunnies, down in the hills. So you can kind of see, I'm bringing it up a little closer. I just put a little white for the cottontail, but just gave the little silhouette shape of the bunny. We're not going to do as much detailing as the one that's close up. So now we are going to go ahead and use a little bit of white right here and a little bit of like this pale yellow. And we are going to just make a couple of white little daisy looking flowers in the fields. You can put them anywhere you want. You know, you don't have to put that many. You don't have to put any at all. I'm going to put a couple. And for the center, of course, we're going to use the pale yellow. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Put a couple daisies in, and I will be right back. so we got the little flowers in here, and we're going to take the medium-sized brush again, guys. This is the last part. Okay, we're going to dip this one into the water, make sure it's nice and wet. And we are going to take the white, just the plain white, and we're going to draw in a couple of clouds to clean up the sky and make it look all nice. And just put as many as you want in there. I mean, you can draw them out, wisp them out. I'll be right back, guys. Let me draw in some clouds, and we will be finished. Okay, guys, we are all finished with our painting. Let's get a nice, good look. How pretty is that? That's so pretty. You can hang this in your house all year round. I hope y'all had fun with the Easter painting and enjoyed watching me paint. I hope y'all made a good painting yourself too. And have a happy Easter, guys. See you later.
Okay, so I decided to go and put more paint on it, and really all I did, I put the paint in my hands and I just and did that. I can't tell if it's more of a train wreck now than it was, but it was fun, and that's what matters. Now it's going to sit out here and dry, and I hope I picked all of the eggshells out. So yeah, that's my contribution to the Easter artwork, throwing eggs filled with paint at a canvas.